Alright, hello. Here's my final project for engineering 114. This is the wheelbarrow that I created. Um, it is based off of a just an old one that my grandparents had. Um, yeah, it was a challenge to make, and it's not done. I could feel like I could keep working on it forever, but yeah, here it is. And let's see, I guess I'll go over the individual parts here. Um, all right. All right. So I guess I'll just, because this is up here first, this is just a little axle pin. Um, it is basically just what holds a little tire or holds the wheel on place to the axle. Um, you see, just like right here. I just thought that would be like a cool little touch. It's a pretty simple little part. I basically just when I assembled it, I have it offset, I believe, from the edge here, um, equal, uh, and it seemed to work there to keep it centered. Let's see here. Yeah, the coolest part of it, I think, is the wheel. Uh, Here, I kind of based it off of, or where I got the idea was from the vacuum nozzle, the little part of the nozzle handle deal that had the little bumps on it, that and then it was revolved around to kind of give it these, what you want to call it, I don't know, features that you would make on a lathe, I guess. Um, yeah, it's just I think 12-inch wheel. I have the diameter here matching the axle uh, here, with the width of this part uh, being uh, yeah, this wide right here, so that when I assemble it, I just made it right there, and it would yeah, made up properly. I just drew a construction line here, like a center line here, center line here, center line here, um, and then had this line, go down and meet this line. Gave it some of the design texture little deals here, and then revolved it around. Um, and I think it turned out pretty good. In the drawing, it's kind of a mess, just because of all the little, you know, all the little measurements I had to make, or the dimensions I had to create when I was creating it. Um, so I tried to clean that up as much as possible, but yeah, it was a little dense in that regard. Here's the axle. For pretty much uh, the actual tray itself, this part, and the frame too. I'm kind of getting disorganized here. Yeah, I just had a center line, and that gave me the just kind of the best kind of symmetry, control, instead of trying to create the whole thing, outright. Found that worked pretty well. Uh, I didn't. See, I had a kind of issues, I guess, initially. Well, a bunch of them, but yeah, like one of them, I guess the frame, having the frame made up to the bottom of the tray here. Um, yeah, because when I initially created it, I used a sweep and the profile and the path, and there was no kind of flat top for it to mount to. or mate to this underside here. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but so I ended up just creating a square one, sweeping a square part, and then filleting the edges, and that gave me the surface, to be able to mate to the bottom side of this the wheelbarrow here. And then also like this gap right here, I had to make some adjustments for that, making the wheelbarrow, the axle a little bit longer, and kind of adjusting the depth of this extrude cut on the axle. What else here? The tires. Tires kind of turned out pretty cool. I had the just wrapped, this little whatever kind of design that I made around the outside of the tire, and then as you can see, put some words on there. It says like random tire company, and then has I think the dimensions of the tire on it, or whatever good that is. Yeah, and then the tray itself kind of has this corrugated look. I thought it looked kind of cool. The handles here, I used a spline on. I guess maybe just kind of checking it out, and that too in the drawing also resulted in kind of a lot of dimensions, a lot of dimensioning. So it's a little messy, but you'll probably see that in the drawing itself. And then when I was creating the parts, I created a construction line here, construction line going this way, vertical, horizontal here, vertical here, to reference both this part, the barrel, the tray, and also the frame / handles off of, which worked well for most of it. I was having some issues sort of making this taller, and while keeping it matched to the right length for some reason. So I ended up just cutting a little bit out, which is a little cheesy, but did an extrude cut across the I don't know why I did that, across the tray. Let's see what else. I was trying to figure out how to create sort of like create a geometric relation. I know a way exists, between the axle, the hole in the hole in the wheel, and the hole across the tray. So that way, if one changed, they would all change. But I did not have a chance to figure that out before I kind of ran out of time. But yeah, I don't know what else I could say about it. I felt like it was overall pretty challenging for me. Relatively speaking, I think I did a good job. Spent probably 35 plus hours on it, a long time, and went through several iterations of each part. You know, but yeah, overall it turned out good, I think. All right, thanks, bye.